Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Comic Book Lowdown. I'm Wellington, and today is my second video today, so there's going to be two videos this week. That's very rare, but I just finished reading Volume 1 of The Walking Dead. This is Days Gone By. This trade is just so good. If you watched 2 videos ago, I explained how I got this. I got this for my birthday from my girlfriend. She won it for me at a raffle that I was trying to win, but unfortunately I didn't. But she came through and gave it to me, so thanks to her again. But I just finished reading it. This collects the first 6 issues of The Walking Dead. And this is really good. Just the whole story. You're following Rick Grimes the whole way through when he wakes up in the hospital after he was shot on duty. Rick Grimes is a police officer. He was shot on duty, and then he woke up from a coma in the hospital, and everything was like this. Everybody was zombies. So he wakes up, and he meets some people along the way, but he gets to Atlanta. He decides that he's gonna go to Atlanta, and there's just a lot of story in this. There's so much story and character building in this. You get a real connection to the characters throughout this story, and just a couple of parts that really get me is just when Rick has his realizations of how real of a situation he's in. There's one part where when he finally gets to the camp, in Atlanta where he settles down, and he ends up finding his wife and his son, and they had made it through the whole zombie thing, the sickness and the disease that's been going on. So he finds his wife and his son, and that night they're sitting in the tent. And then Rick tells Lori, his wife, that now that he's been able to finally slow down, he's finally able to be scared of what is going on. So I thought that was a very powerful moment. And the moment right before he finds his wife and his son, he pretty much comes to the conclusion that they're dead, that they didn't make it through. And he just breaks down and he starts crying. And just at that moment, his Lori and his son Carl come out, and it's just like a very happy moment, a much needed happy moment. Too bad there wasn't a lot more of those throughout this book, because I would have definitely needed it. This book builds the characters up so well that when the characters that die, you feel something for it. And when there's things going on to some of the characters, you feel it. Like, there's this part, and I don't know if I'm ruining this for everybody or for anybody, because a lot of people have read The Walking Dead before. But there's this part where Shane is used to be Rick's old partner in the police force, and he helped Lori and Carl get to Atlanta and get to safety into the camp where them and some other people are staying at. And because they thought that Rick was dead, apparently there was a moment that they had, Shane and Lori, where Lori was not faithful to Rick, and there was stuff that went on, and they don't outright say it, but you know what it is, of course. And that kind of stuff just always wrenches my stomach, like, a lot. Whether it's real life, whether it's comic books, music, or people I don't even know. If I hear about somebody cheating on their boyfriend or girlfriend or fiance or husband or wife, it just really hits me hard, and I don't know why. But so when I read that, um, it was very. My stomach hurt for maybe 10-15 minutes. I swear to you that. Um, I'm still a little bothered by it too. I just got done reading this trade now. This is my initial reaction to finishing the trade, and even though that was quite a while ago and a lot's happened since then, I'm still affected just by that. So that's how much that's how good of writing this is that Robert Kirkman does in this book, where it feels real. Everything feels real, and I'm emotionally attached to the characters in this. And also, even for I'm not a fan of like black and white books. You know, when I see a black and white book, I usually kind of stray away. But the art by Tony Moore is great. At first I didn't like the art by Tony Moore on the Venom books, and then I got accustomed to it, and now I really love it. Now I really love Tony Moore's art, and he's gonna be doing art on the new Deadpool run that's gonna be happening, so I'm gonna love that. But back to this, Tony Moore does the art on this, and it's in black. It's all black and white, but it's done very well. Nothing's too black, and nothing's too white. It's got a great balance of black and white in this, so it's always clear what you're looking at. And just the story in this is great. There's shock value to this, definitely, and it's labeled horror comics. I think of it more as suspense comics because like there's nothing very horrific about things, but just the way that the characters are built, and when maybe they argue, or maybe a zombie comes and ends up trying to eat or does eat one of the members of the camp, that really affects you. And I forgot where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought during that, but definitely pick this up if you haven't read this, and if you have read it, well then keep reading it. So I'm Wellington. I'm signing off with the Comic Book Lowdown, and I'll see you guys next time.